Hello everyone, welcome to another Power BI DAX related tutorial. And in this tutorial we are learning count AX and COUNTX functions in DAX. We'll learn them in Power BI. So in DAX, count AX and COUNTX are functions that are used to count rows or evaluate expressions across rows in table. They differ in their behavior, input type, and use cases. Count is very simple, as the name suggests, counts the number of non-blank numeric values in a column. That is important, non-blank numeric values in a column. Its syntax is count column. Only consider numeric or date time values. Ignore blank and non-numerical values. Its example, let's see, we have a superstore dataset where we have order ID. You can see every order ID is unique, 001, 2, 3 and 4. In every order ID we have some sales, 100, 200, blank and 400. So you can see that in order ID 003 we have a blank sale. Okay, we have just written blank here. Let's say because of some error or some issue this sale is not available. Then we have region, like what are the regions from where these orders were made. And then we also have discount, 0.10, 0.20, blank and 0.15. Count the number of sales, that is non-blank numerical values. So if you will write count sales is equal to count sales. Here sales is the name of this column, this sales is the name of sales table. Okay, so you have to write the name of sales table in single quotes, and count is the function. Okay, this will result in 3. It will ignore the blank in the sales column. Okay, obviously in our case, let's say we are considering this example. So here in every column we have sales value. So here if you will write count, all sales values are numerical values, so it will simply give you total number of rows, that is 9994. So we can try that. Syntax will be same. So all you have to do is to go to modeling, create a new measure, and the new measure will be called as count sales. And as I said, here you have to write the name of your table. Name of table in this case is orders, so we will write orders here, and we are selecting the sales column. Click yes, and now what will happen is we will select a card and count sales. You can see 9994. Here every row has some sales value, but we are also considering this simple example where some values are blank. Now comes count AX or COUNTX function. Count rows in table after evaluating an expression. So after expression for each row, considering logical and non-numerical values as well. So here the syntax was, you just write count and name of the column. Here what you have to do, you have to write count AX, then provide your table and then the expression. For example, table is orders, and then whatever is your expression, your logic. So evaluates the expression row by row, count non-blank result of the expression. So it counts non-blank results. So if we write count discount, let's see, in discount we have one blank value. So if you will write count discounts, count X sales. So here you have to write the name of your table, like I showed you. In my case it is orders. So when you have connected the data set, the name of table will be there. So you have to write first, you have to write the name of table, then the second parameter that you have to give the condition. So our expression is sales discount is greater than 0. Okay, so what we are doing here is writing an expression that in the sales table or in your table, the discount column value is greater than 0. So for each row, as we said, it will go one by one. So for row 1, 0.10 is greater than 0, it will give true. 0.20 is also greater than 0, it will give true. Then in case of blank, it will be false. In case of row 4, it will be true. So result will be 3, that is only true rows. Okay, that is the use of COUNTX. Count rows in the table after evaluating an expression for each row, considering logical and non-numerical values as well. Now third is the COUNTX function. It is similar to COUNTAX but focuses on counting numerical result from an expression. So in previous case we have true or false, that is we have the logical output also, right? True or false based on the expression, but it is counting numerical result from expression. So it evaluates the expression row by row, same as above. Count non-blank numerical result. Count rows where the total sales calculated as sales multiplied by 1 minus discount is non-blank. So what we are doing is sale. So let's say sales is 100. Okay, you have to you have given 0.10 as discount, so you have to find out sales after discount, the total value. So for that you are writing sales multiply 1 minus sales discount. Okay, so this, so 100 multiplied by 1 minus 0.10, this will give you 90, that is a valid numerical value. Okay, then you have 200 multiplied by 1 minus 0.20, that is 160, which is 200 minus 20% of 200. Okay, 20% of 200 will be 40, so 200 minus 40 will be 160. So it is being calculated like that. So now what COUNTX is doing, obviously the first parameter is our table name, second parameter is our expression. So this expression is giving us some result, and if that result is a numerical value, it will consider only that. Since row 3 is blank, so this calculation cannot be done on row 3, so it will be ignored, and row 4 is valid, so it will count. So result will be 3 numerical rows. Here you can see the result is 3 true rows, here the result is 3 numerical rows, and here is a simple comparison table which you can pause the screen and watch to understand. Count non-blank numerical rows, whether it evaluates expression. No, there is no expression here. You can simply write column name here. Count AX rows with non-blank result. So here you have to count after expression. So you have to write whether it evaluates expression, yes. Include non-numerical values, yes. Count rows where the logical condition is met. Okay, if logical condition is true, it will consider. Count X row with non-blank numerics, it evaluates expression and it include non-numeric values, no. It count rows with valid numerical calculation. Some practical application in Superstore is we can count total order ID. Okay, we can also count use case, like we can count total number of discounted orders. Okay, so we can see that in our case some orders do have a discount value as 0, so we want to count total number of discounted orders. Okay, so here what we are doing is we'll go to modeling, create new measure, and here we are counting the discounted orders. Here we will simply write orders, because in our case the name of table is orders. In some other case it is named as sales. So now we have discounted orders, so let's move them above, and discounted orders. We will use another card which will give us total number of discounted orders. It is saying discounted orders is 9994. Count of sales is 9994. So we can clearly see that in our table, in some cases the discount is 0, even though when we are doing the calculation, you can see count AX orders, that is order discount is greater than 0, is again giving us 9994 rows. One reason for this can be that this discount column is being treated as a non-numerical column. Like this discount is being considered as a text column. So in such cases, this can happen. So another way of doing this will be, uh, let's create another measure here, and we will call it discounted orders 2. So let's call it discounted orders 2. And here you can use the function count rows, and you will use filter which will make sure that we are counting those rows where it is numerical, so order discount value is greater than 0. Okay, when you will do this, and now we will select a card here and try to find out. So this discounted orders 2 will give you 5196. That means these are the number of orders where discount value is greater than 0. To understand the COUNTX function in DAX, let's consider a scenario. We will count orders with profitable sales. We have this data assumption. Let's consider this table 1, 2, 3, and 4. Here sales values are 100, 200, 50, and 30. We have some discount and we have some cost. So let's say this is the cost price, this is sales price, this is discount in every order. We calculate a count of profitable orders using COUNTX. For example, 100, 80, and discount. Okay, is this a profitable order? Is this a profitable order? So COUNTX, in COUNTX we will use filter. What will this filter do? This creates a table of only those rows where the calculated profit, that is sales minus discount minus cost. So sales minus discount minus cost, where this expression is greater than 0. So sales 100 minus discount 10, 90 minus cost 80. So 90 minus 80, 10. If this value is greater than 0, then only this order will be profitable. 200 minus 20, 180 minus 150, profitable. 50 minus 5 minus 60, not profitable. 300 minus 0 minus 200, profitable. So it will evaluate each row. This create a table of only those rows. So here only those rows will be created where this value is greater than 0. Filter table will be, will order ID profit calculation. Let me correct the filter table. So this will be our filter table. For 1 it will be 10, 30, 100. So our table will be created like this, okay, when you will use filter. And in COUNTX, first syntax is your table, second is the what you are counting. So we are counting order ID. COUNTX, it iterates over the filter table and counts the rows. Here is the expression order ID is used as a column to count. So this will have order ID of 3. Additional example of COUNTX is count orders with high discount. So high discount order, we are again using filter. So in COUNTX we are using two parameters, 1 and 2. So obviously we are counting order ID, and here you are using filter orders where order discount is greater than 15. Let's say we are considering that we have to consider those orders where discount is more than 15. So again, count rows where the discount is greater than 15. We can also count order with a specific sales range. Filter orders. Order sale is greater than 100 and order sales is less than 300. So here we are only considering the medium sales order. So count rows where sales fall between 100 and 300. All these examples will help you in understanding how you can apply different conditions and then count the number of rows. So all these functions will help you in counting values on the basis of conditions. So just try them and see in your own datasets or the sample superstore dataset.